What's up, Wargamers? Welcome back to World of Wargaming. I'm Isaiah, here to welcome you back into my pile of opportunity. That big old mass of stuff that just takes up a lot of space in our house, but we're going to get to it one day. Today, we're not going to get to it, but we're going to look at it. Today we've got the tables, ladders, and chests. I keep wanting to say chairs, and it does not say chairs, it says chests. This is an expansion to add more diversity to your games, give you more options, more things that you can do, including something that is similar to a ladder match. It may be a ladder match, but it's not in the traditional sense of what I picture as a ladder match. Because when I picture a ladder match, I picture the cage. I don't know why I put the cage and the ladder together in my brain, but I do. But it would be impossible to have a functional cage because you wouldn't be able to get your hands in there and get to the models. So anyways, let's flip our camera around and take a look at the back of the box, and then we'll take a look at what's in the box. Physically, the actual objects, not just pictures of them. So here we have a closer look at the front of the box. They always have top shelf art. In all their games, I feel like, and the art for Carnivale is also excellent. And then we have the back of the box, which gives us a view of the contents. We've got this massive marble statue. This is probably going to be a lot of fun to paint. We've got a ladder, a step ladder, a table, a mimic, awesome. And then we got a safe, some barrels and crates. Looks like maybe a briefcase with some gold bars in it, and then some bags of gold coins, and then we've got an actual chest. I guess it's the game mode has two modes, so we got dosh grabbers and the floor is lava. I'm pretty certain that will probably be covered. And then we got another neoprene gaming map. So that's another map. That's awesome that they put those in so freely, because these boxes are not terribly expensive. However, they do come from the UK, so if you're not spending a certain amount of money, you're going to get smacked real hard for that international shipping. But I think it's, if you order, maybe $100, I think it's 60 pounds, it's 80 pounds, something like that. So about $100 American will get you free shipping. So I guess it's best to just kind of save up and figure out all the things you want and then order them at once. So the mat is another one of the kind of standard issue, pretty basic ring mats, which is fine. Having a couple of these, if you get some people into the game, then you got the opportunity to have multiple games going at the same time. So that's a good include. We've got our acrylic bases. Again, with these, it's probably going to be very similar for me to the back alley brawl, where a lot of this stuff I'm probably not going to put on here, or I may glue a magnet or something like that where I can attach it and take it off, because some of this stuff is going to be useful or usable in other things, and I want to get the most bang out of the buck. That brings us into our first bag of goodies. I have no idea what this is. We'll figure it out as we go. All right, so that bag had the chests and the mimic and stuff in it. Really solid detail on the coinage and the ingots, bars that are in there, wood grain. I like that it kind of gives you the option. So you got the lid, you can glue it, you can assemble it, lid on, closed. Does it snap in there so that it'll actually open and close pivot? No, it does not. There's just a little piece of flash right there that's got to be cleaned off before it'll sit in. But you could glue it in with the lid closed, with the lid, cracked, open, however you want to do it. Up to you. I love this piece more, I think, than the chest, the safe. Look at all that dosh. But I could use this for lots of stuff. Anything modern to sci-fi. I could use this in Stargrave. I could use this in Cyberpunk games. I can use this in modernish games. This piece will make the works. Heck, I could probably get away with using this in a Wild West game, to be honest. Yeah, this is a good little. This is gonna be a good little piece of scatter for everything. Obviously for Rumbleslam, but I always go through all the other options. Now these are kind of dirty, a lot of them. So fair amount of cleaning up on these compared to the norm from TT Combat. Here we got our stack of crates. Got a towel right there, no, a shirt, jersey, long sleeve shirt. Really good detail on these though. A little bit of cleaning up to do, but really good detail on their models. From the wood grain to the cording on the sweater, Rumbleslam logo on the tarp, and then you think everything's fine, but it's not. Because down here at the end of everything is a mimic, just ready to bite your hand clean off. This is a better cast than the other one. This piece is really clean. Then we got our full-on mimic. Again, it comes with the top piece separate. See all the teeths. You could paint these in 2 pieces. I will definitely not. I will put it together and then paint it, because I don't really like sub-assembly painting that much. I do it sometimes for larger models, but it's not my favorite. That tongue looks so gnarly. Ugh, I love mimics. Love mimics. And I actually don't have any other mimic model, so this is fortuitous. We then come to our ladder, which goes like this, and needs a fair bit of cleaning up. That, however, is not flashed. That looks like where they broke the gate off, or took the gate off of it before they shipped it, and just didn't do it smoothly, which isn't a big deal. I'm sure that they're probably not all like this, but again, that's a solid little piece of scatter, man. Like, just good little piece of set dressing, aside from being useful for Rumbleslam. We got our step ladder, which I can't quite piece together because it's got the gate on it, but it's got a tab on the bottom, plug on the bottom that goes into the receptor right there. This one's pretty clean, other than, you know, taking the gates off, a little bit of flashing here, a little bit of. Thought I saw some on this piece, but I guess I didn't. It was just this one. But yeah, we got some more dosh. So we got a bag and some coins of dosh. Like, this is going to be really good for any fantasy game or sci-fi game. Just pretty much good for anything. And then we got a briefcase, which is open slightly, and you can see the ingots sitting inside. This briefcase would weigh so much. I feel like when you went to pick this up, the handles would just rip off. So much. But very clean, minimal cleanup. Looks like I'm just gonna be able to give this a good rinse and a prime and be on my way. And then we've got our table, which, when I first looked at this, I thought these were lots of bubbles, which, I mean, they are bubbles, but they're not pockmarks yet, if that makes sense. The tabletop is still fairly smooth. I can't feel that loss right there, so I'm hoping that I can just slap some primer over this and it's going to be okay. I mean, if not, it's a table for wrestling. It's going to be kind of beat up, but you don't want to see, especially a big flat surface like that covered in pockmarks. That's always disheartening when you open something. But again, this feels smooth. It doesn't feel pocked and rough, so I think it's going to be okay. The legs, and that's the inside, it's the back side, so not super important there. This side's clean. I was kind of hoping that it was going to be more of just you know, old metal, just 2 legs, but it's not, and that's okay. We got a slot right here on each of them that will slot into that point on the bottom of the table. Outstanding. Next up, we've got the big statue, which we're going to go kind of from the bottom up on this bad boy. So we're going to start with the plinth. It's part rough stone, part clean hewn stone. I like that. It's very weighty, very heavy chunk. This whole thing is going to be a very heavy piece, but it's a big statue, so it's supposed to be. I feel like this got cut off a little bit, maybe. Maybe not. No, because there's the screws. It just seems a little short. My brain wants there to be a little bit more space above the plaque part right there. That's nobody's problem but mine, however. We've got his boots. So this will give me a little bit of that, I guess, overhang that I was looking for. And this goes into the back half, I assume, so that the rocky bits kind of line up. Maybe not, because this is definitely the front with the thing on it. And come up to the main body. This dude could be a freaking Primarch. Look at him. Hair looks amazing. Even down to the veins and the musculature. He's got a fresh pump. Luchador, mask wrestler of some kind, it would seem. Do some fun things with the mask. And so those, well, I can't fit it together because we got the big posts on it, but like that is what we're looking at. And then we've got the left arm. Right? Yep, left arm. Turn it that way, it looks like mine. I mean, not the muscles, I just mean the way the thumb is going. My arms don't look like this. I don't think anybody's arms look like this. Look at that, just big veins running down the forearm. Awesome. And then we got the hand holding the belt. And what a glorious belt it is. Just waiting for somebody to come and claim it. Name it as theirs and make it so. And lastly, we've got the cards, as I figured there would be, for the various things. I'm not sure, page 1 of 2. Page 1 of 2. So this one has basic rules for navigating these things. And then we've got rules for the swag bags as well as for the heights, how to interact with those two things. And then on this one, we've got some scenarios. So this is for one's for climbing. This is for grabbing the things. And then we've got on the back, the floor is lava, which is another scenario setup. And then weights and measures. This part I'm not exactly sure how to read just yet. But I'll go deeper into the cards when we're going to use them for a scenario, which will be when I can get them painted, which here recently has been very difficult for me to get any of that stuff done. But again, that's just a problem for me. And that, my friends, is everything that's in the box. Now I'm going to pack the box back up and go put it in the pile, I guess, where hopefully it won't remain too terribly long before coming out to get some paint on it and to get put on the table to play with. But until then, and for today, thank you so much for tuning in, hanging out while I open some new toys. I hope you have an absolutely amazing rest of your day.